All right. Thank you for listening to and watching the Dreaming Insomniacs, the podcast. Today we have very special guests, Sledgehammer Horror, our dear friends. How you doing, Ken and Ashley?
We're doing really well. Thanks for having us on.
Excited to be here, man.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time. We did those long form streams where you guys hopped in a couple times, so that was fun. But I wanted to do a solo interview with you guys for a while.
Yeah.
I've also been on your channel too, promoting this channel. So shout out to Hammer Horror. Please give them a subscription and please watch their content. So, what are you guys feeling about the new horror landscape at this point?
I think it really depends. A lot of 2024 movies have been really, really good.
There's been some good ones. There's been some doozies, but I feel like you have that every year. There's always I don't know.
I'm just ready for Scream 7 to be out and done, so we don't got to hear about this bullshit anymore.
For real.
I'm just so tired of hearing about all the drama around this movie and who gets casted and who hates who. And I'm just ready for this movie to be out so we can be done with all that discourse about it.
It is exhausting reading it.
That's the best way. It's exhausting.
It really is, yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of weird because they remade the first two with 5 and 6, and now they're having the same issues Scream 3 had.
Yeah.
Except reverse because you have Williamson directing instead of barely being a part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So they'll probably be making script changes during when they're supposed to be shooting and have all the same issues that 3 had.
Yeah, I just hope. I mean, I hope it's good, but I don't know. 6 was my least favorite of them all.
Really?
Yeah.
My expectations are very low for this movie.
There's parts of 6 that are my favorite out of the franchise, but the ending really did me in. When oh hey everybody, come on. And Chad's
I don't know, I thought the whole third act was bad, but
yeah.
6 is the only time I've ever felt anxiety in a Scream movie.
There's great scenes in it. I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
There's parts of it that are the best. But just that last 10 minutes just does it for me where it's like I know y'all can get behind Halloween Ends. I bought it. I still can't get behind Halloween Ends. I've tried. I've so tried. But I also watched Season of the Witch this year and didn't like it, so that was weird.
Yeah.
See, I'll always love that movie, man.
I know every time I've ever watched it, I've loved it, but now this time I didn't like it. Maybe I have to give it another go.
Maybe, yeah.
I also watched it on Halloween, so that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You gotta watch Halloween 78 on Halloween.
Yeah, you can't buy that on the Microsoft Store on Xbox for some reason. You can buy every other one but the first.
Wow.
Yeah, Microsoft.
I don't want to bore people.
Nah, the original's the best one.
No,
I think it
not in my opinion. No, I don't think so.
No. For the suspense and the music and the way it's shot and all that, I think John Carpenter had something above all the other directors. But I get the qualms and issues with it too. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like the lady who played Annie cannot act at all. She was better in 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Her mom, she had become a better actor since the first Halloween. All right, we got Byron Weaver saying,
"What's up, Byron?"
Hey, Byron.
Byron. And then there's Sledgehammer Horror responding. Yeah, do that. That was some magical shit right there. Wow. Yeah, so I guess they're making a Halloween TV show, huh?
That's what we hear.
Yeah.
That's the rumor.
Uh-oh.
I'm done. I'm so spent on Halloween, which, like I said, it's cool. People. I mean, it's still bringing horror. So I'm fine with that, but just do something different. Like if you're gonna do a Halloween show, don't even do Michael Myers, man. Have it be Jamie. Pick up right where 4 left off.
I would love that.
30 years later.
And have Danielle Harris come back because she wants to.
Yeah.
Also,
dude.
She would totally be down.
Somebody at Facebook needs to figure out how to get her account back to her because this is some wrong stuff what's been happening. I saw her post about it. It's been over a year that a hacker has her official page taken over on Facebook.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. It's like you'd think a celebrity like her would be able to have some pull with Zuckerberg, but apparently not. So, what can you do? What can you do? It just sucks. No, I think that'd be a really good idea, a TV show with Jamie Lloyd. I doubt they're going to do that. But then again, like I've been surprised before. I just saw the first episode of the Dexter prequel, and it was great. So
We still have not seen anything Dexter.
No, I haven't seen anything.
Nothing.
Start from the first episode of the first season of the first show.
Is there like what 7 seasons or
8.
something?
There's 8.
8.
And
That's
then
a lot of seasons to get through.
and then there's
Right.
Dexter New Blood, and that
yeah.
that was filmed in a childhood town I grew up in, Shelburne Falls, Mass. So every time I
Wow.
watch it, I was like, I lived right there. That's where my mom used to come home and beat the shit out of me when she was drunk. It's weird to watch it, but it's cool. It's cool at the same time because it takes place in New York. It's right on the border, but it's still Massachusetts. So I love that. Shout out to Shelburne Falls. But yeah, so that was cool. And now they're like, they fucked up the ending of the show twice. I'm not going to spoil it. And now they're like trying to fix it. 3rd time's a charm. So we'll see.
That's what we heard.
Yeah.
Cody and Jay.
I was gonna say
I know.
Cody just said that.
Mm-mm.
You know what's hilarious? I've been watching Cody Leach since 2018.
Really?
Yeah, before I ever.
He's amazing, dude.
Yeah, no,
That's awesome.
I've been consistently watching his channel since then, though. Around the time where he first like started like blowing up. I think like that was where he got like 20,000 subscribers. So I've been with him since then. I don't even think who I am, but yeah, I'd love to have him on at some point. That'd be really cool.
I'm sure he would do it. He's a great dude.
Yeah.
I watched his little clip on his feelings for the first episode of the prequel. He didn't like it as much, and that's okay. But he like what he picked out of the good, I agree with. And not excited for the follow-up show Dexter Resurrection, but I get why. Then it's anything you name anything Resurrection, Halloween, Alien, anything. You're fucked.
Ashley's like, you stop.
Oh, do you like Halloween Resurrection?
We both do.
I do.
Yeah.
I love
I
Halloween
think it's
Resurrection.
hilarious.
It's fun.
It is. It's
fucker.
It's so much fun, man.
It's a fun movie. It's nostalgic. I went and seen it in the theater with my best friend. So yeah, I love it.
I love Busta Rhymes in it. Like I said, trick or treat, motherfucker.
Yeah. I think there's easily 3 movies in that franchise worse than Resurrection.
There are,
in my opinion.
Halloween 2.
No.
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
2, 6.
Oh, if we're counting. Okay, so I'd probably say there's 5 that are worse. I would say, even though everybody
6 is your least favorite.
6 is one of my least favorite movies.
I like the kills in it though. The kills are fire in that movie.
I mean, but see, like I feel like
the hospital
just like that
alone
with In a Violent Nature.
Oh,
like,
it's disgusting.
In a Violent Nature has great kills, but the movie sucks. Like that's how I feel about Halloween 6.
With the
at least you agree though.
It was boring. Ugh.
But I mean, Halloween 2. I don't like the original Halloween 2.
I don't
think
either.
It's boring.
I think it is
Halloween 6. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Yep.
Halloween 5. So there's 4 right there that I think are worse than Resurrection.
So we have.
I don't want to say worse. I'll say I don't like watching them as much as I enjoy watching Resurrection. At least with Resurrection, I can have fun.
Yes. I love how we agree on that franchise. You know how many fans of that franchise can agree on it?
Dude, everybody, whenever I say I don't like the OG Halloween 2, people treat me like I'm a fucking leper, dude. Like,
as they should.
That movie's boring as shit.
That's a good idea, but if they did do it, they'd be called American Horror Story knockoffs at this point.
Yep.
Halloween had the opportunity to do it with the movies first, and they went back on it. So
should have done it.
Unfortunately, I don't think they can.
Michael Myers was too big, they couldn't just not bring him back. That's the truth.
I know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
You know, I will say for the Scream TV show, I like the first 2 seasons. I thought it was its own thing. I mean, we're all friends with Mike Vaughn. He did a great job as the voice. You know,
I just don't like the mask.
I don't like the mask either. I like that the knife's the same knife though. That was cool.
Yeah.
And some of the kills are better than some of the movies, like the farmhouse one. Holy shit! I was surprised they could air that on TV. But the mask was awful. But again, I could ignore that for I like the characters too. You know what I mean? They were likable. I don't know. Season 3 kind of just, but what can you do? At least we got Candyman versus Ghostface. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We all have different tastes in horror movies, and we don't need to be negative to each other. I agree. Too much hate out there, man. It's all about the love. We got to come together.
Yeah, Ken. Stop hating on me.
Just look at the election. Everyone was all upset. Now everyone's settled down. It's all good. We're not going to die. We're fine.
Right.
Even if things suck right now. But on a more positive note, is there anything you guys are really excited about coming in 2025?
I'm actually really excited for Death of the Unicorn.
Yeah.
Like after watching the trailer for that, I'm super excited.
Death of a Unicorn.
What else is coming out?
Final Destination 6.
Oh, really?
I'm stoked for that
Finally?
one. Yep.
Mhm.
That's coming
Well,
out. I'm excited for that one.
You know what? 4 was terrible, but 5 was actually awesome. It had a
5's my
great
favorite
twist.
in the franchise.
Yeah, because you know what it does? It makes it so you can just watch the franchise on loop and it never ends.
Yeah.
Right.
It
So
what
smart.
like the surprise at the end was
Yeah.
I didn't see that
So,
coming at
holy
all.
shit. Wait.
Yeah.
So this is what started it all. Okay. All right,
Yep.
cool. And you know what? The
And
movie
then
doesn't have any technology from the year it came out, so it fits.
Yeah.
It fits.
right.
Unlike Jigsaw, where there was a fucking flat screen.
Don't even get me started on that fucking
2003.
movie.
I like that. It reminded me of Roman from Scream 3. Oh.
I did not like that at all.
I like Spiral a lot more. It was a better.
Oh, me too.
That was a way better movie. I still haven't seen top 10, but I will. I'll get to
That's
it.
great. It's great.
Yeah.
I heard.
I had very little expectation for it.
You know, they
but
made
it was
loved
good.
it.
They made jokes in Deadpool and Wolverine about Hugh Jackman doing this till 90. Meanwhile, we actually have Tobin Bell over here doing this till he's 90.
Right.
Right.
And he's a fellow.
Other movies, The Black Phone 2,
Yeah,
Ooh.
and Megan too.
Megan 2,
There we go.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2, The Conjuring 4, 28 Years Later, Saw 11.
Matthew Lillard better be in Five Nights at Freddy's.
He is.
Okay, good.
He is.
Yeah, he was great. I actually that movie was way better than it had any credit to be.
I agree. I hated it the first time I saw it.
Really?
I didn't hate it, but again, I don't know.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it either. I just thought it was gonna be more fun. Like I didn't realize
How dark it
like
was
how
gonna be.
dark it
Yeah.
was. And then I
Yeah.
think about it and I'm like, well, I guess they're killing kids. So
Right.
it is
Well, we
pretty
didn't
dark.
know. We didn't know any of the lore behind
Yeah.
the games.
Like I watched my kid play it, but
That's about all we
I had no idea about it.
We knew who the characters were.
Yeah.
That was the extent of
Just
our knowledge.
because I had bought so many freaking plushies.
The plushies, yeah.
That's funny.
So like going into it, I didn't expect. I was looking more for like a Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah,
like where they were having
that's
fun
me
and
too.
having a good time.
And it was like it was gonna be light and like fun.
Yeah,
but
it was heavy, like the kidnapping angle.
Well, and even like the brother sister angle and like
Where he's
the
gonna
aunt.
trade her.
Yeah.
He's gonna trade his sister for his dead brother. You're like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, I love that. I love Matthew Lillard in that movie. Obviously, I think he's so underrated. I love when he has roles like that I don't see coming. Like, I don't know if you remember, there was an old TV show called The Bridge.
Yes, that little role, the FX show. He was great in that. Oh my god,
he was, man. He played the journalist in it.
Yeah, he was really good.
So good, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What about The Descendants with George Clooney, where he played the guy fucking George Clooney's wife?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not who I want to be.
Fantastic. You know, Wes Craven, when he called up Matt's family and said this guy's gonna win an Oscar one day, like I still think it's possible.
He should.
Matt, he deserves
everything
it.
he's done is gold.
Yeah.
I mean, like Scooby Doo, Salt Lake City Punk.
Oh my god,
Scream. Like there's so many things he's done that he does so well.
Even a shitty movie like Without a Paddle is great because of him.
Yeah, and then like his first role was Serial Mom,
Mm-hmm.
and he crushed that role, man. Like he does everything. It should be illegal that guy didn't win awards for his performance in SLC Punk. Like when he's crying with Heroin Bob.
Yeah.
That part's so fucking sad.
They don't recognize movies like that,
I know.
Unfortunately.
I know, but he deserved it.
I know.
Yeah. Like a lot of these artsy things people don't like. It's like too artsy for the Academy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
only posers die, you idiot.
Like I'm
Love it, man.
gonna write a book of my life one day, and it's gonna be called "Believe It or Not: I Don't Care." The life story of Joseph Amati. Instead of "Believe It or Not, I'm Walking on Air," right?
Right.
Yeah.
But no, it's because why write the Hollywoodized fake story when I could just tell the real story and tell people, hey, you can believe it or not, but I don't give a fuck. It's what happened. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna end up like that. You're gonna have a corporate piece of garbage. So that's a lot of movies,
Yeah.
A lot of movies.
Oh yeah.
I mean, did you guys watch Captain Marvel? I watched a preview for it and never watched it. I heard all the reviews and I was like, yeah, fuck that. But then sometimes the reviews are wrong. I mean, I was just watching Joker 2 today. It's not nearly as bad as everyone said it is.
See, I don't ever read a review about a movie or even watch my friends do reviews on movies we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, that's smart. Because like I said,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's like a great movie. It doesn't really need to exist. But Joker 2 is not as bad as everyone says it is. It's
Right.
very well shot. It's very pretty. It's very expensive. But again, that's more of a subjective opinion, just to say it's outright bad,
Right.
because people didn't like it. I like the first movie. I don't really like the second one, but I'm not going to say it's the worst movie ever made.
Well, see, I heard that the reason people hated it so much, because we didn't see that one either, but I heard the reason people hated it so much is it was more of an Arthur Fleck movie than it was a Joker movie.
I think that was the
like his story, yeah.
And that's the point of the movie, sure. Like that's what they were going for.
Like this is why he is who he is.
Right. I don't want to go see a Batman movie that just talks about Wayne Towers and it tells me about shows Bruce Wayne in board meetings. Like I don't want to see that.
And that was the thing. I started losing attention because it's boring. But again, it's not the worst movie ever made. That could go to like Samurai Cop or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or no, maybe not that. Like there's other worse ones than that. But like The Room, you know, shit like that. Even that has artistic merit. So
right.
I mean, what's the worst movie you've ever seen? There's a good question.
Exorcist 2.
Easily.
Really?
I can't say easily.
Or Bug.
It's neck and neck for me with The Exorcist 2 and the April Fool's Day remake.
Oh yeah, that one too.
Like those two, Bugs
up there. I saw it in theaters in 2009. Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, never seen it.
That was a slap in the face, man. And you know what's fucked up? I was in so much denial that I was like, I love it. And it took me like a few years to realize how bad it really was. Because that was
right. How much you actually didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't even years. Maybe it's a couple months. Because like we got it on Redbox a couple months later. I watched it at home and I was like, oh, this is bad. This is really bad. And Justin Chatwin should not have been Goku. You know, War of the Worlds, fucking older brother. Oh,
yeah.
God, I mean, he's great in Shameless, though.
Wait, was that Dragon Ball? It was a live action Dragon Ball movie?
Yes.
I didn't even heard of this.
They had like James Masters as Piccolo though, and the makeup was great. He did a really good job. There's no Krillin. It's really weird. It's like half Americanized, half Japaneseized. It's very strange. Again, Justin Chatwin plays Goku, but it's really weird. It's
I love
really
him
weird.
in
But Emmy Rossum plays Bulma. So it's like two people from Shameless before they were in Shameless together, where they met. But like all of Emmy Rossum's lines are ADR. So it's bad. It's like really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no thanks.
And Chow Yun Fat plays Master Roshi for some fucking reason. Yeah, I guess that works. I don't fucking know. It's bad. But yeah, that was the worst movie I've ever seen. All right. I got a contrast question. What's the best movie you've ever seen?
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh gosh.
Tim Burton, classic.
I genuinely think that's the perfect movie. It's not my favorite movie, but I think it's a perfect movie. And I'm not a Tim Burton fan. I get a lot of side eyes when I say that too. There's very few. I would say
of his things. Some of it's bad. Like the Alice in Wonderland movie was awful.
I love Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I genuinely.
It's a great movie.
How many times have I said it? I think Pee-wee's Big Adventure is the perfect movie. I think it's genuinely perfect. I like Beetlejuice. I thought Beetlejuice was good.
I like the first one. I haven't seen the second yet. But
I like Beetlejuice.
I like Batman 1, but not Returns. Returns was god awful, and I'm happy they replaced him with Joel Schumacher after that.
You don't like Batman Returns?
No, too fucking dark for a Batman movie for me.
Like, dude, we love Batman Returns.
That's like my favorite one.
As marketed for kids is what I mean. Like as a kid, I did not like it. I haven't tried to rewatch it since I was 14 or 15. I was just burnt really bad.
Oh, dude, you need to watch it now.
Yeah.
That movie's so like.
Danny DeVito as the Penguin is great. I love that part.
Yes.
Biting the dude's nose off, that was fucked up. But he did a great job. I mean, I honestly think like he couldn't be topped until Colin Farrell did it. It took him to completely change his face with all that makeup for it to work.
Yeah,
that's how good of a job Danny DeVito did. We haven't seen the Penguin since.
Well, that's how you got to go back and watch that movie. It's so like the only Tim Burton movies I really like. I'm looking at a list here: Pee-wee, Beetlejuice, Batman Returns, Mars Attacks. I'll give it half. I think Mars Attacks is fine.
You didn't like Frankenweenie?
I mean, it's okay.
What about
I know you hate
Corpse Bride,
Nightmare
what
Before
about that one?
Christmas.
He didn't
Which-
I
direct
don't
that.
think he's never even seen that one.
Yeah,
He doesn't like A Nightmare Before Christmas.
He didn't direct it. He didn't direct that.
No, he just produced it.
Yeah.
Don't tell Rachel, my fiance, that you don't like Nightmare Before Christmas.
I want to, like it's a movie I want to like, but
it's hard if you can't get into the animation. It's a bit hard. It's one of those. It's like trying
I think that's the only good
trying to
part of
play
the movie
old video.
is the animation.
So you just don't like the story?
The score.
The score's good.
The score is really great.
But I like Coraline, and that's
You
kind
do
of
like
in the same vein.
Coraline,
I like that a
yeah.
There's
lot.
another Tim Burton movie though. There's one you like.
What's that?
Isn't that a Tim Burton movie, Coraline? Yeah.
No.
He directed
No,
that.
Coraline.
Yeah. He didn't? Oh no.
Uh-uh.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
I don't think so, Rachel.
Hold on.
He wrote it but didn't direct it, so it's kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because Henry Selick is the one that did.
Yeah,
Coraline.
I thought I saw a different director on that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It was directed by Henry Selick. I think he had something to do with it though.
He definitely had something because the art style. So
Right.
I'll have to look. I'll figure it out later. I was just looking it up like an idiot. Who cares? We're just having fun here. It doesn't have to be like perfection. It's part of the fun of a podcast. So is there anything you guys want to specifically talk about like movies and stuff, like other movies that aren't horror? Anything you saw this year that you liked that doesn't relate? For me, my favorite has to be Deadpool and Wolverine.
I was like, did we even watch any non-horror movies?
Remember.
Did you see Deadpool and Wolverine?
Oh, wait, what did we take the girls to see?
Moana 2?
Yeah, well, that was okay.
Moana 2 was okay.
The songs they didn't hit
Oh
the
yeah,
same.
the soundtrack was not half as good as Moana.
Well, we took them to see something else too.
But it was Ghostbusters Afterlife, Beetlejuice.
Was the Charlie and the...
Was that this year or last year?
I think that was this year. Wonka.
The new Wonka?
I think it was like
decent.
right at the beginning of this year.
That was decent. And I'm trying to look at what movies came out. Barbie movie. I thought that was dope.
Oh yeah.
It was last year.
Was that last year?
Yeah, that was 23.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know.
Let's look here.
The 2 years blended together. I know. Did you guys see Deadpool and Wolverine?
No.
Really? Oh,
I know.
Got to see it. It's great.
Our daughter really wanted to see it.
Don't let the little kids see that one. It's very not friendly for.
I think all of his Deadpool's movies are like that.
Right.
Yeah, they are.
Raunchy.
I was surprised that Disney allowed it though. Disney.
Oh really?
Yeah, they went for hard rated R, and the whole movie is Disney making fun of Disney, and I love it.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
The MCU is at a real low point right now. The multiverse is over. They've messed up. Like we messed up. Like looking at the camera, literally saying it. It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting here looking at all the movies that came out in 2024. We did not see anything really that wasn't horror this year, just because we've been
Unless it was like a kid
Alien
movie.
Romulus was great.
Did love Alien Romulus.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Alien Romulus was dope.
Fede Alvarez knows what he's doing. That remake is still really scary. I didn't like Rise at all.
Really?
Yeah, awful. But
I had
think
fun with it.
I think it just went for the straight horror, and it's funny because I like the original movie the most, so it doesn't have
really.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit more about how it's made, but or how it was made. But I kind of think that Rise was missing the tongue-in-cheek stuff. It was like too serious. I will say that the big conjoined monster thing was scary, but it was on screen for long enough. So there's like issues I have with it, and it's like nothing happened for a long time. So like I the first time I watched it, I felt into it. You know, I'm glad I gave it a chance, but I just wasn't a fan. I like Fede's one more.
God, this is crazy. Like, we have not seen any of these fucking movies.
Time to catch up.
I guess, man, because we haven't seen. And there was some I wanted to see. I wanted to see "Fly Me to the Moon." I thought that looked dope.
Another really good one y'all might like is the Fall Guy, the one with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. Movie.
I love Ryan Gosling.
It's a movie about making movies, and it's made by David Leitch, who directed.
Oh,
Deadpool
we've seen the commercial for that.
The John guy.
Yeah, the guy who made John Wick and Deadpool 2. Keanu's stuntman from The Matrix, David Leitch, I believe is his name.
Yeah.
Really awesome movie, really funny, really charming, really good espionage thriller kind of thing. And Aaron Taylor Johnson plays a bad guy, which is a nice change because he usually plays a good. So I like it. It's cool.
Yeah.
We'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
I want to see Sonic, the new one.
Yeah. When's that
Is
come
Jim
out?
Carrey in that?
Sonic.
Is Jim Carrey in that, or didn't he retire?
Yeah.
I don't... Oh, he
Two
is.
Jim Carreys are in it.
Yeah.
He plays two different characters in it.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Okay.
awesome.
So he's
Yeah,
he's not retiring. He came out of retirement for it.
Yeah, that boy. I think he wants to do kid movies like that. I think he'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Well, the other day, like I saw a reel of this kid saying to him, like in an interview, like, "Is there any chance of you ever playing the Grinch again?" And he just does the face. He's like, "Is that good for you?" And then walks away. I'm like, how the fuck does he contort his face like that? It's so weird. He's got.
Well, he said the only way that he'll ever do a Grinch movie again is if he gets creative control over the makeup. He's like, I was fucking miserable. I was miserable in that makeup. I hated it. So the only way because it took him like 8 hours a day just to get the makeup on.
Mm.
So he was showing up to the trailer at like 3 a.m, and it was super claustrophobic. He said he couldn't breathe. A lot of the times, if you watch the behind the scenes stuff, like in between takes, he was running to the corner of the room so he could breathe into a bag because he's having panic attacks.
Oh my god!
Like, damn, dude.
Yeah, because he has an anxiety disorder.
Yeah.
I wonder if was that after Man? That was after Man on the Moon. I wonder if that was some like weird sort of like mockery thing to like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to deal with all this after you gave us all this shit in the last movie, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they could have gone lighter on the makeup because he could do the face. He can literally contort his face to be the Grinch.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just interesting when you think about that. That's cool. So what's your favorite horror movie of all time? Do you have a favorite horror movie of all time?
Mine's People Under the Stairs.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Mine's House.
Yeah.
1985.
Better
I think
than
House is. Oh God. Yeah. When I see Joshua Jackson, I'm punching him in the dick just for that comment. If we ever meet, it's the first thing I'm gonna do. Just punch him right in the dick.
I think we both want to group together and punch Devin Sawa in the dick more.
Yeah.
He was good in a couple roles though. You know, I'll give him that.
Mm-hmm.
Great actor.
Great actor.
Great actor.
Yeah. Just a shit person. But let's change the subject. Well, I can't think of a question. You want to ask me a question?
Yeah, you're asking us about our favorite movies. What's your favorite movie ever?
That's a hard question. It depends on the genre.
No, you gotta choose one movie. Favorite movie of all time.
Oh man.
If you were stranded on an island and you could only take one movie to watch for the rest of your life, what would it be?
You know, this is how y'all know I'm not a liar because of how long you known me. I'm just gonna say it. You already know. It's Scream. Come on. Yeah, the first one. So this is my favorite movie.
Right.
Now, it's funny because I've come like kind of around with the franchise where like this is a little bit confusing. Scream 2 is my favorite in the franchise. Scream's my favorite movie of all time. Try to make sense of that.
It's your opinion.
It is what it is,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. No, I've just seen Scream so many times that like I sort of enjoy what 2 does in contrast to it more.
I think 2 is a great movie.
Yeah, 2's more fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a great follow-up.
I don't think that
If you
there's
wanna watch all three
necessarily
of
a
them
bad.
If you want to watch the original trilogy in one day sitting, it's a nice experience. Like Rachel and I watched all of the Scream movies. We kind of did it out of order though. We watched 5 and 6 and then watched the other 4.
I think I'm the only person on the planet that really does
like
not
4.
like 4 at
I
all.
love 4.
You don't like 4?
I think the
Not at
kills
all.
in 4 are so brutal.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm like, some days I love it, some days I hate it because I like the original movie before Weinstein had it cut to shit. Because it had the reference to Tatum, which would have brought up the whole, the prisoner. Then it happened. So he had Wes Craven cut that movie to shit. And some of like this, like the alternate opening was better. And like the scene of
You like all the fake out.
I hate the fucking thing.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
but
just in a bad mood.
But the alternate opening where like instead of Amy Teagarden being the lead, Britt Robertson is the lead, and like Amy Teagarden goes over to the couch and Ghostface comes in the door while she has the fridge open and just stabs her in the back to death, and Brittany Robinson thinks it's like a game until she realizes it's not, and he like corners her in another room and like stabs her, and there's blood on the mask, and she's like, "You're not real," and like he turns his head, and that's how that was way fucking better. So and then fans to cut all of that and the deleted scenes into Scream 4, making it a better movie. I can't find it anywhere. I wanna have a copy of that because it's just that's the ideal version of Scream 4. That's the movie Wes wanted. Like the promo images proving the movie would be way more gory than 3 was like the crime scene photos of that opening that they cut the scene of from the movie, and I was pissed when I saw it. Like, what the fuck? I feel bait and switched, you know? There's a lot of shit.
I love the studios, man.
Yeah, well, Harvey Weinstein. Cut that movie.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. I was so there was a point I was making last night on the podcast with the Paradox I didn't get to finish, and that's the Scary Movie topic. Scary Movie, the first 2 movies were made by the Wayans brothers, right? And they were really fun. They were the two best in the whole franchise. And 3, they took the outline and ideas that the Wayans brothers had, fired the Wayans brothers, and brought in the director of Airplane, who's white, and like cast the movie of all white people, and like had white people saying the N-word in it. And that was Harvey Weinstein's decision. Like, so I'm glad that the Wayans brothers got the rights back to Scary Movie. Because
sucks we won't get it till 2026, but
whatever, I'll wait because they're going for the Ghostface again, and like you know, even though the other sequels don't make sense, they could do a legacy sequel to the first Scary Movie and have Dave Sheridan still play Doofy. I think
it's doing. Well, Sheridan's coming back for sure.
Yeah, okay, so he's playing Doofy again.
We don't know that. I can't confirm that. I can confirm 100%. He might play a
different character though. He could be in disguise, right?
Never know.
Yeah, but he will be back. 100% confirmed. But again, they're spoof movies. You don't have to have continuity in these movies.
No, there is not.
Like,
Dude, by the end of the first one, everyone is dead. Cindy gets hit by a car.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Regina Hall's dead. Yeah, and she dies in every single one.
In the third one, she died, and like in the fourth one, Cindy's like, "Brenda, I thought you were dead." She's like, "I thought you had been dead too, bitch."
Like, yeah, I think that you know, again, because I want her to come back too. I want Brenda to be back. Obviously, I want Anna Faris back.
Honestly, I think she's the best part of Malibu's Most Wanted. Also, I mean, I love Jamie Kennedy. He's my buddy. You know that, and you guys have interviewed him before me. But I think that Regina Hall made that movie. Really, I do.
Oh my god,
she's great.
And she's fantastic in everything she does.
Everything she does. She isn't in enough anymore. So
I'd
love to see her back. I can't wait. And Anna Faris. Let's see her dye her hair brunette again. No, she doesn't look good as a brunette. That's why she went blonde. But it's weird. The first couple of years of Anna Faris as a blonde, she looked exactly like Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Movie The Hot Chick, she looks exactly like Britney Spears. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
What's up, Sons and Shadows? All right. So, what was another point I was gonna make? I forgot. It's fine. Do you have a favorite spoof movie that's not Scary Movie?
Airplane.
Airplane's great.
No. Date movie.
Mine's gonna be
not another
Tucker
teen movie.
Tucker
I wouldn't call that a spoof.
That's a spoof movie.
No, it's its own movie.
I think it's a spoof movie.
No, you're crazy, girl. I'm gonna go with either date movie or not another teen movie. Not another teen movie is so fucking funny.
Okay, that is
Katie Briggs.
I did not watch
glasses and a ponytail.
I did not watch that until recently, like a couple years ago.
Really?
And oh my god, I didn't know that was a spoof movie. I'd seen like clips of it on TV, and I just thought it was another one of those. Right, not another teen movie. But
do you remember a date movie with I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy?
Yes.
Dude, yeah, that's again. It's not like the funniest movie in the world, but it has those funny scenes.
Damn dumb.
Mine's Spaceballs.
Oh, Spaceballs is great. I'm glad they're in production on another one.
Are they really making another one?
Yeah.
Finally, we're getting the sequel. Is Mel Brooks still?
Yeah, Mel Brooks.
Damn, he's gonna be like 96, bro.
Yeah.
Holy
but he's
shit.
a genius.
Yeah,
he's a genius.
It's funny because my professor Scott Velasco, right, and Survey of Recording Technology put a Spaceballs reference into one of the quizzes regarding like speeds of sound, and he gave an option as ludicrous speed, and I called it out in the class, and he gave me extra credit. So I'm like, oh, he's a
That's
space
awesome.
man. And
Nice.
it's like so, and I've known this guy for years. He's great. No, it gets better, right? So for our final project, we had to make a radio ad, and I turned that into one of our podcasts, which was the Back to Insomnia radio ad. And in it, I said, if you you don't have to be ludicrous speed to achieve this, and if you want to hop on the merchandising train, you can buy a T-shirt from our online store. When he,
Well, do you know why Mel
was
Brooks
hilarious.
did that? You know why he did that merchandising?
Yeah, because George.
You know why
Lucas.
he did that?
Yeah, it's a George Lucas
that's
joke. I love it.
So brilliant, dude.
That whole movie is
Lucas was like, you can do this movie, but you can never merchandise it. You can never sell any toys, no nothing, because it looks too much like Star Wars. So that's why they have that whole skit in there about merchandising and buying shit.
Yeah, because I've never seen any Spaceballs merchandise ever.
Yeah, and then you got like
that's great.
Robin Hood Men in Tights is another good Mel Brooks movie. Love Men in Tights. I love History of the World Volume 1. Dude,
and Monty Python counts, right?
Yeah, I don't think I could ever remember a time I laughed harder than in History of the World Volume 1 when Mel Brooks is carrying the slabs. I was really high. This is back when I used to get high.
Yeah.
And he's walking with the 3 stone slabs. And he's like, 15 commandments. Get the 15. And one falls and breaks. And he's like, 10 commandments. Come get the 10 commandments.
That's great.
I remember being so super high. Like I said, this is 20 years ago because our son wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
I remember being so high. Just like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I still smoke weed, so sometimes I'll get really stoned to watch Rick and Morty. And it's a really dark show, but man, is it funny.
Yeah, that's Chloe. Our daughter loves Rick and Morty.
Oh, yeah. It's insane, though. And it's weird because it's for a dumb cartoon. You actually really have to pay attention to what's going on to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's not that dumb. I like South Park more, right? And for like getting stoned and watching TV, I prefer Family Guy because that's just an easy one to put on, and it's mostly skit humor. You know,
I hate Family Guy.
It's hit or miss.
I hate it so much.
I prefer old Family Guy when it was actually funny.
I feel like if I'm watching Family Guy,
there sometimes there's a zinger once in a while, but it's like there's a lot of jokes that miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, for me, I think the funniest thing about Family Guy is if I clip watch it. Like if I'm just watching clips of it, I think it's hilarious.
That's what I'm
saying. To sit down and watch a full episode, yeah. If I'm watching a full episode, I'm just irritated by the end.
Well, it's something like this, or
I've been watching their most recent season from last year again because I've already watched it, but I completely forgot about it. Right, and it's what it is they've addressed the issues people have with the formula of the show. They've cut down a lot on cutaway. All that bullshit. They stick to the plots and what's good about the show, and they do their best to deliver the funniest jokes possible, so more hit. So like there's one like where Peter's like, instead of the Peter copter, he's like, to the Mickey copter, and then he looks at the camera and he's like, see, Disney, no feelings here.
See, like again, if I'm clipping it, I think it's great, but I don't think it falls anywhere near like what my top 5 animated shows like.
Oh no,
Futurama will always be number 1.
I love Futurama.
Nothing will ever top Futurama.
Jurassic Bark makes me cry every time.
Dude, that show has like 6 episodes that I'll sob every time I watch them, dude.
Oh, the late Philip J. Fry is another one. God,
that one. And
then funny. I love Futurama, and I don't even really like The Simpsons.
The Simpsons are top notch.
Yeah, I think for me, if I'm going from top to bottom, my top 5, it would go Futurama would definitely be number 1. I got a Bender tattoo, but we got matching Fry and Leela tattoos.
I love that.
As husband and wife. Number 2 is probably gonna be Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh Lord.
Number 3 is probably gonna be Beavis and Butthead. Number 4 would be South Park. And then number 5, just because it's so underrated, I'm going to give number 5 to Stroker and Hoop. Remember Stroker and Hoop?
I never
The 2 detectives. They had 1 season on Adult Swim, and it was so fucking funny. But there's other ones that's hard to leave off, like Death Clock, Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse is funny.
Dude, loved Metalocalypse. I'll never forget one of the funniest jokes ever. Is they finally got cell phones. They gave all the guys cell phones.
Yeah.
And he's like, Nathan, he's like, knock, knock. Who's there? Toki. Toki who? Toki Wartooth. Toki. And he looks over at Toki. He's like, it's with me texting you the whole time. It's like, what the fuck, dude? So, like, it's hard to leave Metalocalypse off.
Yeah.
It's hard to leave Archer off.
Archer's great.
Burgers is great.
Yeah, Bob's
like
Burgers.
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers is a good one to like go to bed to.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel just said, "I love Bob's Burgers." Shout out,
Yeah.
Rachel.
You know, like I thought Bob's Burgers was great. I think King of the Hill is extremely underrated.
I was gonna say
King of the Hill is
I've been
so
rewatching
funny.
that from the beginning, and that has so much depth, and it is funny. It's smartly fun.
Mm.
Everything Mike Judge touches is pure gold, and it's
Yeah.
great because one of my professors worked on episodes that I guess never aired with Loretta Lynn in it as a character. Yeah, but
Wow.
also the intro song to the movie for Beavis and Butthead that Isaac Hayes sung.
Yeah.
That was mixed by my professor, Jake Nicely.
That's
Nice.
awesome, dude.
Yeah. He actually just waited to the very end of Audio Engineering 2 to reveal that to my entire class. Me and my buddy Heath Roethlisberger, who's in a band called Hang 10, they're great. We were looking at the CD on the desk before class began. We're like, "What is this here for?" I think he worked on it. I think he's gonna tell us. I was right. So that was pretty freaking cool, man. But I thought
That movie was fantastic.
That was the first introduction I had to Beavis and Butthead. Because I was too young to see it when it was coming out
Right.
on the TV show. So when I saw the movie as like a rerun on MTV, and it was great. It was great.
Mhm.
Should I have been watching it at 7 years old? Probably not. But it was great.
It's just, to me, it's just like when I think about I remember watching Beavis and Butthead like on MTV,
Mhm.
and I still think the best part of Beavis and Butthead is the music video stuff.
Yeah.
Like even now, like in the new Beavis and Butthead episodes, when they make fun of TikToks and stuff like that, I think that's so funny. Like, and they're still like, when it comes to like continuity, like yeah, Futurama's still around. They're still doing episodes, and the Hulu-rama, it's fine. But
It's all right. It's
Beavis-
not bad. It's not bad.
right. But Beavis and Butthead never skipped a beat. It's been the exact, like, I could watch an episode from right now on Peacock and then go back and watch something from season 2. And besides the difference in animation, the sense of humor is the exact same.
Mhm.
I
Cool.
couldn't tell you, which one was different. But when they do the TikTok stuff now, it is so unbelievably funny.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
the thing about Mike
unbelievably
Judge,
funny.
Mike Judge is a comedic genius. I mean, just
Oh,
look.
dude.
Office Space, Idiocracy. He makes one bomb and then never makes a movie again. Why? I don't know. Make a movie again, Mike Judge. We need you.
He's so great.
Idiocracy literally predicted right now. Everybody's wearing Crocs and everybody's fucking dumb. Didn't take 500 years to get there. I love that movie. It's great. But also Silicon Valley. When TJ Miller's character finds out that the kid sold Thomas Middleditch fake Adderall and he like beats the shit out of all the kids with a skateboard, I was like, why is this so funny? But it was like, for some reason,
Right.
it should not have been that funny, but just the way it was written and acted and directed by Mike Judge, it was great. So I love everything he touches.
Mhm.
I love Beavis and Butthead New America. I love it.
we were just talking about that. My professor mixed the intro song by Isaac Hayes for that movie. It's really cool. Yeah,
I just love when one other part I think that's so funny in that movie is when they're at Niagara Falls
Mhm.
and he's like, what's his? I can't think of his name. I always want to call him Hank, but that's Hank Hill, the neighbor. Oh God, the guy that Mike Judge also does the voice for, Tom Arnold. Isn't it Tom Arnold? Isn't that? No, that's
Tom Arnold's an actor.
yeah.
He probably looks like Tom Arnold.
Neighbor. What's his name?
Tom Anderson.
Tom Anderson. There we go. Yeah, when they're out there and all of a sudden the dam breaks, and he's like, like me and Kenny used to laugh at that part so much.
Oh, that guy with the really like weird car, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's weird how I haven't seen that movie in 20 years and I remember it. That's how you know it's good. That's how you know it's good, right? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Mike Judge Tales from the Tour Bus Show is great. Animated true
Never seen
stories of
that.
musicians on the road. I haven't either. But that makes sense why people like Jake Nicely, my professor, have worked for Mike Judge and on his projects. He respects the music. I love that. And I love that Mike Judge, I didn't even know. I've seen Office Space so many times that I didn't know until my last viewing that he's playing the Tchotchkes manager. Like, there's one inflection in his voice where you hear a little Hank Hill, and that's it.
Yeah.
A little bit. And that's how you, but like, he's like hiding in a disguise. You can barely tell it's him. It's that mustache.
That's awesome.
Man, and the haircut. We already put that on the screen. I need South Park movie on 4K. You know what's hilarious about that, right? Like, South Park have gotten death threats from countries for their comedy. Yet, Saddam Hussein, a dictator whose people killed him, thought the part where Saddam was gay for Satan was hilarious. That dude had a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Think about that. Just for a second. Yeah. It's nuts. I love South Park. That's probably up there for me in my top 3, honestly. It's just because of how, like, it goes after literally everybody. It doesn't care.
Right. Excuse me.
So and South Park to me, but I feel the same way. Like, as South Park aged, and this is going to sound really weird, I liked South Park more when it was just like a different episode every week.
You know, like,
got to the point where, yeah, I don't, man. Like, when they got to the point where they tried to carry on what happened last week into the week, to like, when they started doing that, I kind of fell off on it, man. I was like,
I rewatched that season the week of this election, and there were so many parallels with the 2016 election and all the memberberry shit.
Oh yeah,
it was weird. It was almost the same exact thing again.
And again, really I don't think that South Park's a bad show by any means. I think it's one of the most brilliant shows out there. I think Matt and Trey and that whole writing team are some of the hardest working people. How they make shows in a week. You know, like that's insane to me for them to do all that. But
work ethic is crazy. I
just liked it better when they tried to do just a straight episode every week. You know, like then when they would do like a good, 3 in a row, like Imagination Land.
That trilogy. One. Yep, that one, and the You're Getting Old and Asperger's is another one.
Yep. You know, when they did that type of continuity, I thought that was fine. Yeah. When they tried to do it like throughout the seasons.
When there were superheroes too, I like that one. When the friends, that's fun too. I like that. But yeah, no, I get it. They could return to more contained stories and make it like that again. I'd like to see it because it's at this point I think they realized that went too far, and like made a couple like movie specials, did a regular season last year, and they've come back to the regular format, so they already get it. They already know. Yes, the entire world has become West Jersey. Look at what smush. Oh my god. It's so gross. Well, I wanted to keep this one short and sweet, so is there any final plug, shout outs, etc. you want to send out there to anybody?
Make sure you guys are subbing to the channel. Sledgehammer Horror here on YouTube. Yeah, happy holidays to everybody. I hope you all have an amazing holiday. Please be safe out there.
Yeah. And just take it easy, spend some time with your family, and
don't drink and drive.
Right? Never. I don't care if it's a holiday or not. Don't ever fucking do that.
Yeah, right. That's how people die.
We're super against that.
Amen. Well, everybody, thank you for listening to and watching the Dreaming Insomniacs, the podcast. Ken and Ashley, if you just want to stick with me just one moment after we end. And you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.